Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear learners and respected teachers. Welcome to English Grade 3 video lecture series. I'm your instructor Zia Hamid. I hope, students, that you are doing well and you're having a great day. Today we are going to talk about our unit number 1. The title is The Two Brave Sahaba radiyallahu anhuma. This is our chapter number 1. We are going to study one SLO in this lecture today from this unit. Now, students, this is our lecture number 1 of grammar, and we are going to talk about nouns. You can open your book page number 5 and let's see what we are supposed to do today. First, let us read the students' learning outcome over here. It says, the SLO or students learning outcome is demonstrate the ability to identify and sort words. We need to demonstrate the ability. We need to be able to do this for identifying and sorting words from different reading materials, pictures, and immediate surroundings. Simple action words, naming and describing words. And today we are going to talk about naming words. Now, students, let's start with the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Allah said in the glorious Quran, and we, Allah, did certainly create the heavens and earth and what is between them in 6 days, and these touched us no weariness. Subhanallah, that's a very beautiful and enlightening verse from the Holy Quran. Students, in this verse, as you can see as an example, we have naming words. Naming words like heavens, earth. So these are the words that we are calling it nouns because they are naming words. For example, if you look in the class, if you look at your surrounding, you can find names. You can find things that are having a name. So that word that is there is actually a naming word. Everything around us that we can see, that we can hold, touch, or feel. Everything around us that we can see with our eyes, that we can hold with our hands, that we can touch or feel has a name. That is called a noun, and it is also called a naming word. For example, a person, any place, anything. It can be any person. It can be you. It can be your brother or sister, your parents, your teacher. And then it can be any place like a park, like a hill station, and also a thing. Can you see any things surrounding you? Of course, you can see the whiteboard. You can see the chair. All of these things are having a name which we call naming word. Okay, let's move on. Now that we have understood it properly, let's talk about noun. Noun is used for a person. It is also used for a place, and it is also used for any things. That things can be living things or non-living things. All right? So let's repeat it. Noun can be a name of a place, person, thing. Okay, let's move on. Here is a place. As you can see on the screen clearly. Now, what do you see? You can see different people here. They are walking in the city. You can see all of these are persons. They are having names. You can see the different vehicles. trucks, cars, wagons, and you can see buildings and lot of different things, lot of different stores and carts and people. So we can find so many naming words in this picture. Now I would like the teachers to pause the video. You can see it on the screen fully and ask each student to actually find out nouns or naming words. Okay, that's very good. Here is an airport. What do you think? Yes, it's a place. Okay, that's called. And what does we name it? We call it an airport. Next, here is a railway station. This is the place where you can catch up a train. You can see trains going. So this is a place made up of two words, railway station. And railway station is a naming word. Next up, we have a place called High Court. Again, this is made up of two words, High Court, and it's a place. And the word High Court is a naming word. Now you have the thing, the living being, Markhor, on the screen. It's an animal. It also has a name. So it means that the word Markhor is also a naming word. It is a noun. Yes. Kudos to you. Very good. Now, what is this? It's a partridge chukor. It's a living thing. It is having a name. So this word over here is a naming word. It is a noun. And what about this one? It's a snow leopard. Now, made up of two words, snow leopard. It's the name of this animal, and hence this is a naming word. Now, students, I hope that we have enjoyed seeing the visuals and different pictures. We have understood the naming words, how different things have names. There are persons, place, or anything, and they also have different names. Now let's recall. Nouns, in other words, can be called naming words. Do you remember from your page 5? Naming words, also known as nouns, are words that name people, places, things, and animals, etc. Now, what you're supposed to do is read the different naming words and sort them according to their category. Draw a table for each category in your notebook. So, we have fox, library, parrot, chef, playground, kangaroo, nurse, and peacock. Now you have to categorize them according to person, place, according to person and things, and also place. Can you do this? I'm waiting for you on the other side. I hope that you have done it correctly. Now let's talk about underlining the naming words in the given sentences. Now, I hope that you can read it. Let's underline the naming words. Amina is a good girl. What is the naming word over here? Amina. Boys are playing football. Yes, boys. Rehan is a student. Rehan and student, they are naming words. And also in the number A, girl. This is also a naming word. This is also a noun. Now, some nouns can be common nouns like girl, boys, students, teacher, and some nouns are specific nouns. They are proper nouns like Rehan, like Amina. So, I hope this is very much clear. Now, Aslam reads a book. Aslam is a naming word. Book is a naming word. Masjid is a naming word. Hira is a naming word, and school is a naming word. Hira is a person. School is a place. Masjid is a place. All right. I hope that we have completely understood it. Now, students, what you are supposed to do after this lesson is you are going to get your worksheets and solve the relevant questions. Here, you have to underline the nouns from the following paragraphs. Now, underline the naming words or nouns. Very good. This sums up our lecture for today, students. So, what did we cover today? Let's wrap up. We covered that we learned that everything around us has a name, and that is called a noun. We recalled few nouns from our immediate environment. Yes, we have seen pictures, we have seen different graphics, and then we also learned some nouns from extended environment. We learned by seeing around us that there are a lot of things that are having names. So this is all about this lecture today, dear learners. So we have achieved our students' learning outcome of demonstrate the ability to identify and sort words from different reading materials, pictures and immediate surroundings, simple action words, naming words. So we focused on naming words, and now you can identify, demonstrate the naming words, and also sort them into different categories. Take care of yourself, dear learners. Thank you.